Shares in Norwegian air shuttle plunging. Well, they did plunge earlier. Actually, they've come back a little bit since then. The company is doing a rights issue. Shares were offered at a deep discount, probably a little deeper than maybe the market was anticipating. But as you can see, you saw the stock drop and then we've come back. Joining us now with the details, Joe Easton. Is that the reason why we got that initial plunge? Because we were down circa 15% at one point.
Yeah, so I think there's usually that big drop that you see with these rights issues because obviously it dilutes the assurance that's out there. But I think the main thing is that investors realise that, in fact, they've got funding now, so the future is possibly a little bit brighter after this fundraising. So although obviously there's that initial panic sell, as you said, the shares have come up to down about 3% at the moment, so it's obviously a lot better than it was at the start of trading.
Just give us the history and why this rights issue has been necessary. This is a company that came out with a very aggressive, low-cost, long-haul model, and it struggled to kind of make that work. But they're not giving up, I guess, is what we found out today.
So some years they were doing 15 new launches in terms of regions that they were travelling to in 1 year. So it was a huge, rapid expansion. They perhaps didn't have the funding that they needed to do so much. But then, obviously, with the IAG well-publicised takeover bid that came in, investors thought that was going to be the way forward. But now that, obviously, at the end of last month, that fell through. So this new funding has been necessary.
Is there a sense that the new funding is there to keep the company going so it can be bought, or is the company now on a stable footing so it can stand alone?
Well, I don't think there are too many other companies out there that you would perhaps put as a suitor for them. I think IAG was probably, made the most sense. Possibly Ryanair. But I think it's more that investors didn't know where they were going to go after that takeover bid fell through, and now this has given them a bit more security. Obviously, as we said, there was that dilution of the shares, but they've come back up a lot now, so it doesn't seem as bad as it perhaps was.